Good morning students. Welcome to my YouTube channel Maths Bus. Today I am taking topic of class 6. This is about three-dimensional shapes. So here in this topic, this is a new topic, though it is explained in class 5 also, but I'll explain it more in a specific manner and we'll be going in detail. What are the three-dimensional shapes? Three-dimensional shapes where we can find out the volume, means like if you see the surface of this board, this is two-dimensional. It doesn't have the third dimension. But whenever we are talking of the three-dimensional, this is a room. The room is a three-dimensional. So we have length, we have breadth, we have height. Okay, and it's not necessarily that we'll have length, breadth and height. Even a cylinder, that is also three-dimensional. Where we are talking about the volume. Volume means the amount of space it contains. Okay, and that is the volume. So here I'll give you a few examples of three-dimensional shapes. We have cube, cuboid, cylinder, prism and pyramid. So here my objective is today that I'll explain you about what are the edges, what are the vertices, what are the faces, and how many faces, edges, vertices in each of the particular dimension, three-dimensional shapes are having. Now the basic idea is there is a general notion, there is a formula which holds them all together. So I have few things with me which I will explain about the cubes. So here, like you can see, this is a Rubik cube, and here we have all the sides are same. If you can take the tea box also, and it has all sides equal. And if suppose I take a box, if I'm taking a box like here, this is also three-dimensional shapes, but here this is the length, this is breadth and this is height. So this becomes a cuboid. Okay, you can just gather things from your surrounding, pick up and differentiate whom you call cube, whom you call cuboid, and you must be knowing everything. A reason being I'm just taking so that I can explain you what are the faces, what are the edges and what are the vertices. Here for further things, if I take, this is a cylinder, you can see it has the circular edges, like here, this is the circular surface and this is your rectangular surface. It's not called like rectangular. This is the lateral surface we say for the cylinder. I have one more thing to show. Here this is one of very important thing. You know what I have noticed, the children are confused with the prism. They don't get the idea of the prism because cube and cuboid they just see in their day-to-day life. But what is a prism they don't get. Okay, and generally what we do, I'll just, if you try to, if you understand, if you look at this thing, here we have triangles. Okay, we have triangles up and down. You can see the prism, you can take the prism like this. So we have triangle on the top, we have triangle on the bottom, and these sides, these are called the surfaces, faces. So these faces are parallelogram. So if you see for the prism, okay, so we have, this is 1, 2 and 3. We have 3 parallelogram and 2 triangle. We have 5 faces. So this way you must pick up things and check them in a practical way, how many edges, how many vertices you have. And let me explain you what are, first of all, what is the, what do you define the face? Face is like here, if it is a prism, each side, each surface, that is called the face. This is called the face. Like for this cube, okay, for this cube we have each surface is the face. So this is called the face. Now how many faces a cube has? Count them. Here I have different colors, okay, the colors got mixed, but here if you see by the colors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we have 6 faces. What about the, here next is edges, wherever 2 faces meet. So if you see 2 faces are meeting, this is 1 face, this is 2 face. Wherever the 2 faces are meeting, that is called edge. Correct? What about the vertices? Vertices where the edges meet. Okay, the edges are meeting at this point. So that is called the vertices. Vertex is called, vertices is a plural. Now the thing is, nobody is asking you the definition, it is never asked. But the thing is, once you know what exactly the statement is, then you are able to correlate it. So here for a cube, how many faces we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We have 6 faces. How many edges? So 4 edges. What you will do, we'll count all these 4 lines. Okay, these are 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 edges up, 4 edges down. This is 8. And here this is also how many edges? These are 2. We'll not count these edges because they are counted top and bottom square. So 9 and 10, this is 11 and 12. So 12 edges. Correct? How many vertices? Vertices is where that is a corner, tip, point. I just tell the students to remember that way. Edges are the lines and vertices are the point. Okay. So this is vertices are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So 8 vertices we are having. So we have 8 vertices. After that, now these are the shapes. Now as far as cube and cuboid are concerned, and we are looking for the faces, we are looking for the edges, we are looking for the vertices. For cube and cuboid, it is same. Okay. The only thing is in cube and cuboid, in cubes we have all edges same. In cuboid we have length, breadth and height is different. Now moving to the cylinder. How do we define cylinder? So if you see, like I can say, take this also. If you see even this also, we have 2 circular edges. 2 circular edges and this is lateral surface area. Okay, so it has 2 circular, it has basically 3 faces. And what about the vertices? No vertices. What about the edges? Here for the edges we'll just take 2 edges. Okay, that is a height we are looking for. Okay, so as far as the this is concerned for the prism. Okay, for prism, if you see, I'll just take this example, and whenever we make a diagram for the prism, what do? Because the children are not very good, because they don't understand, make one triangle up, another triangle down, join the vertices to their corresponding vertices. Okay, so here we get this shape, and this shape is exactly like this. You have this triangle, one triangle, you have another triangle, fine, and I have joined the vertex to the vertex, their corresponding vertices. How many faces it has? 1, 2, 2 triangle, 3, 4 and 5. These are the parallelogram. These lines are parallel. Okay, opposite lines are parallel. So we have 5 faces. How many edges we have? We'll count the number of edges. 1, 2, 3. 3 here, correct? 3 plus 3 is 6, 7, 8, 9. Fine. So it has 9 edges. And how many vertices? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Fine. Moving to the pyramid. How do we define a pyramid? Pyramid is like if you have a suppose 2-dimensional triangle. We have a point on the top and we join this point to all the points of the triangle. So here what do? We have one triangle and we have a point on the top. So in fact here you get 4 triangles and this is called tetrahedron. So now I'll make a table related to faces, vertices and the edges. So whenever we have questions based on faces, edges and vertices for any 3-dimensional shapes, we have like we have to find out, like one of the thing is given, or generally he says find out how many edges or vertices it has. So we can have 1 marker question, we can have true false, we can have multiple choice. So I'll just make the table based on this. Like I explained you about the Rubik cube. So in Rubik cube here, how many faces we have? We have 6 faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we have 6 faces. What about the edges? So for the edges you can think of the room also. So we have 4 edges up, 4 edges down, and these are 1, 2, 3, 4. That is, we have 12 edges in total. What about the vertices? Vertices means the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 up, 4 down. So we have 8 vertices. Fine. For cuboid also we have the same thing. Okay, because we have the, you can say, similar structure, only changes in dimension. So we have 6 faces, 12 edges and 8 vertices. Moving to prism, I'll make the diagram. I have already made the diagram. We have triangles, and here we are talking of the triangular prism. One more important fact is, if it is a rectangular prism, okay, then it becomes a cuboid. We have question like this, because if you have a rectangle, okay, you have a rectangle top and bottom, so you have rectangle also otherwise also. Like if you see the parallel things, these are also becomes a rectangle, because if it is a rectangle, it will be at 90 degrees. So this is also going to be a rectangle. So that becomes a cuboid. And this question comes like, what is another name for the rectangular prism? Okay, so coming to the point is how many edges it has. Sorry, we'll write the faces first. So faces I've already explained. We have 3 rectangular faces and 2 triangular faces. So we have 5 faces. And what about the edges? How many edges we have? We have 3 edges here, 3 edges here. I'm talking of the line. And these are also the 3 edges. Okay, these are also the edges. So we have 9 edges. Okay, how many vertices? Vertices are the corners where the edges are meeting. All these 3 edges are meeting. So we have 6 vertices. Understood. Now moving to the pyramid. Pyramid also we have like, it varies whether you have, triangular pyramid, you have square pyramid, you have pentagonal pyramid. So hexagonal pyramid, the base matters. So here if I am making the triangle as a base. So how do we make the pyramid? If you have a triangle as a base, you take a point on the top. You must have seen pyramids. Okay, they are pointing to the single point. They are meeting at the single point. So here, you must have seen the Egyptian pyramids also. We have the point at the top. We join it, this and this. So in fact, this is a very, you can say, ambiguous diagram, because we have a triangle and you have a point on the base. So you will have 3 triangles in formation on that triangle. So how many triangles you will have? You will have 4 triangles. So 4 triangles means 4 faces. So we have 4 faces. Fine. How many edges? You have a triangle. So 3 edges over there. And then those 3 points, they are meeting to a single point. So there are 3 lines being drawn. So how many edges? 6 edges. And how many points? How many vertices? We have triangle at the base, 3 points and 1 point on the top. So 4 vertices. So here I am taking off about triangular pyramid. And I must say another name for the triangular pyramid is tetrahedron. Tetra means 4, hadron means triangle. So this becomes 4 triangular shape. And if suppose it is a square pyramid, things changes. Think yourself in square pyramid, how many faces, edges and vertices it is going to have. Now the thing is, we have a doubt whether we have written it correct or not. So for that, I am just telling you about Euler's formula. You know, Euler's formula that comes in class 9th. But if you know it, then you are sure that you have written these faces, vertices and the edges correctly, because otherwise how will you check your answer? So if the sum of faces and vertices, okay, so I'll just take one example for cube. This is face and this is vertex. 6 faces and 8 vertices. If their sum is equal to edges plus 2, then it means it's correct. So this is what the Euler's has derived, this formula. Same way I can try for the pyramid. We have 4 for the face, 4 vertices, and how many edges? 6 edges and 2 is the sum. So 8 is equal to 8. But one thing you need to keep it in mind, that the Euler's formula is applicable in case of rectilinear figure. Rectilinear figure means the diagram where you have only the edges. Only the edges. It is not possible for a curved figure. It is not applicable in case of a cone. It is not applicable for a cylinder. It is not applicable for the sphere, though they are 3-dimensional shapes. So this thing needs to be kept in mind. So this is all about the vertices, edges and the faces, and I hope this thing is clear. Any doubt, do comment in my video, and just go all over again and think of the other things which are related to 3-dimensional. Try out the formula, check the formula, and that's all for today. And till then, bye bye.